Hello. I want to talk about something that has been on my mind a long time. Me hooked on YouTube, looking at all these sad stories, really sad, especially when it comes to us women, us black women. That's what you basically see. Uh, Now, I want to say this first. I have no facility. Uh, I'm not affiliated with no police department in no form, shape, or and I just besides being arrested, so um, I've never really been in a domestic uh, um, relationship that couldn't be handled. Of course, I've been in relationships where it got physical. I have. It's even got a little bit where a weapon was involved. Uh, but things have changed now. Oh, they deadly. They're very deadly. We're dealing with a whole nother generation of people that don't seem to have no fear in them at all. Okay. And I want to talk about the protective orders that I've heard people uh, go out and get. And it says a protective order is a matter. Okay, wait a minute, that ain't it. A protective order. Um, what does a protective order do? Let's see. What is a protective order?
According to Wikipedia, a restraining order or protective order is an order used by a court to protect a person in a situation often involving alleged domestic violence, child abuse, assault, harassment, stalking, or sexual assault.
Okay. Now, it's a restraining order. It's used by the court. So you have to go to the court and get it. And it's supposed to, okay, upon motion of any party or person from whom discovery is sought, the Board of the Administrative Law Judge may issue an order which is necessary to protect a party from annoyance, embarrassment, oppression, or undue burden or expense. It says, it's, how is this paper going to protect you? So many people have been killed with this protective paper in their hands. Uh, what happens if the victim violates the order? It can become a first degree misdemeanor. And it can result in additional criminal charges and penalties. Now, what is a no contact order? The defendant cannot see the petitioner at work, school, and home and must cease all communication with the victim. Now, can this protective order be appealed? Yes, you can file an appeal to the district court. Okay, now, how long do you go to jail for violating a restraining order in California? It says up to 1 year. Now, what I want to talk about these restraining orders, we need to have these orders rec- um, changed. They need to fit the time that we living in, because you have these men and women that is more deadly. They don't care about going to jail. They don't care about dying. There's too many times that these domestic violent people killed the one that had the protective order and themselves. So what I think that us women should propose is changing the legislation where when you are awarded a protective order, a bodyguard should come. Surveillance should come. And also training in some kind of firearm, or if you don't or can't, some kind of Judy, some kind of protective training should come, because it doesn't make sense that if it gets that bad where you have to go out and get a protective order, that means that it is beyond repair, and you have got involved with somebody who don't give a damn. So going to get a protective order is really non-cynical. It's, what difference does it make? And now we're dealing with these rogue prosecutors that let these people out, give them a bond, because it doesn't make sense that this person that just abused you, held you hostage, can go to jail and then get out that night on a bond. Does that make sense? No. No, it doesn't. And these rogue prosecutors, uh, I can understand, you have these ones that's out here that feel like people are not being justly um, done because they have a high bond, or it's too many black folks in jail. We don't care about that. We care about keeping ourselves and our family safe. And something has to be done about it. I did make a video about this. This come from the in premise, talking about the rogue prosecutors and the rise of crime. I mean, we have these other people talking about it, but us black women, we need to be talking about it more, because it's happening to us. They let these people out of jail right back into our neighborhoods to wreak more havoc, to destroy more lives. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. And before these people are out of jail, it needs to be some serious conversation with the victims. And these outdated laws, they need to be revised, really. A protection order is granted by an Ohio judge and orders the abuser to stay away from you. Your children or family and members are protected. Do protective orders help the victims?
According to Columbus City Attorney's Office, a CPO is issued by the Domestic Relations Court to protect victims of domestic violence. A CPO is intended to prevent further domestic violence. It orders someone who has been abusive to do or not to do certain things in the future.
No, don't. I mean, because if somebody really want to hurt you, they're going to hurt you, whether you have that or not. But what we need to do is make it harder for them not to hurt you. That's why we need more accountability to people that causes pain and suffering to others. That their fine should be doubled to help with the cost of bodyguards, surveillance, and training. It's got to stop. It's really got to stop. It's just getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. And sometimes a person don't even get a chance to go and get a protective order. So we need to work on that, because nobody should stay in an abusive relationship. And we need to start training our women, especially black women, to be more strong in their convictions, to not get in abusive relationship, to handle abusive relationship, because it doesn't make no sense. And I just want to bring up this one uh, a 17-year-old killed, is it a 17-year-old a 17-year-old killed by her boyfriend in Jackson, Mississippi. What is it? A 17-year-old mother with a 10-day-old baby killed by her boyfriend. Okay, it's not coming up. But this just happened. And they said that it was abusive relationship. And she just had a baby. The baby's only 10 days old. And she was shot and killed by her boyfriend. And he was only 17. And they're getting younger and younger. What is up with this? This is crazy. And that's not the first one. We have to we need to come to our young sisters rescue. It happens so much that you don't. Yeah, can't find it. But we hear it too much, and all we do is make a video about it. Where's the outrage? When are we going to stand up and do something about it? We need to have rallies about that. We need to be talking about it every single day. We need to have uh, a safe house for these kids. We have to take care of our own. We can't depend on the city, the state. They have too much other stuff to worry about. And saving our sisters and brothers is not their main objective. It's time for all of us to be responsible for one another and helping one another. When are we going to start doing that? And we don't need all this woke and this critical race theory. None of that is helping us. None of that is helping our young children to stop being shot and killed in the streets. We need them. We need them to help bring about a change because it is not changing fast enough. And what it's doing is going backwards. We need to make it keep going forward. Thank you for listening. Please uh, subscribe, like, and comment. Please help me get this word out that we need to change these protective orders, restraining orders, laws, and do something about these rogue prosecutors that are letting these criminals out of jail too fast. Thank you.